Hello and welcome to my home. Today, my craft room. I'm going to continue to work on this swap that I'm involved with. It's a signature swap. I'm really enjoying it. I have two of these, and so I've made, last time we put this bag in, and I've made two tags to go with it. Butterflies and birds. And then I took some of Tuke's paper, and I just glued some writing paper on this side and sewed them together. I've added a envelope flip out, which I will, I don't know if I'll decorate or just leave it there for her to decorate. I might just leave it. And here's the second page with Tuke's calligraphy paper in it. And then we did this envelope together, and I've made out of book page a tag holder, so that will need to be decorated, and another tag that I decorated. We don't sew these signatures together. And then I did this corner flip and this tag here where I folded the paper over the edge. This is the other side of the envelope flip. Oh, Tuke's paper again, the last page. And then this is a Wendy's adventure that I made quite a while ago, and I'm thinking I'm going to put it on the last page. But today what we're going to make is we're going to make paper clips. There are two altered paper clips that go in this swap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make or recreate this pencil and pen paper clip holder. I've made these for about the last 4 years. I do not know who was the person that first came up with this idea. It wasn't me, but I do use it. So I'm going to use this cast off piece of paper that matches the paper we're using in the book. And I think I'm going to make the paper clip out of this side of the paper. So the first thing I need to do is I need to find the center. So I'm just going to pinch it there and pinch it there. And I think I'm going to pinch it right at the top here so I get a good fold there. All right. So we're going to be folding I'm going to be folding it over a little over the halfway mark and creasing it. And then the other one goes just a little bit over the halfway mark, and we crease it. That's way over the halfway mark, but this is the fourth time that I'm doing this today, and it's 86 degrees in my craft room, or 27 degrees Celsius, and it's too warm. So what we want to do is we want to cut to the back piece here on either side, like that. And then this folds down this way. You just fold it over to the fold line. And then this one folds over. And you see that's not good, so I'm going to just fold that a bit more and cut it. For those of you that are perfectionists, you'll do it much better than me, and that's okay. I'm hot and tired, and I want to get this done and in the mail for Monday. Well, that just looks terrible. All right, so then the next part is, because I don't want this one here, you'll notice is ripping. And I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to add a piece of fabric over the over this back part so that it doesn't, has extra strength, and hopefully won't tear. Okay, so I've got my Fabri-Tac here. Lay it down. So today Paul and I got up, and because it was one of the first days that we've been allowed to eat out in outdoor restaurants, we went out and had a fabulous breakfast together. That was so nice. Actually, you know, that kind of looks nice with the edge on it with some... I wonder if I have some lace that I can put down the side of it, because I kind of like how that looks. Isn't it funny how when you do something you think you're making a mistake and it actually turns into something that you like? Add the lace later. Anyway, so that's done there. And then the next piece we need to do is on the bottom here. We don't want all of this bulk, so we're going to cut a bit away on each end. And make like a bag end on it. Like that. And on the other end. Yeah, it was so nice to sit out and hear other people's conversations, like not that you're eavesdropping, but just being with other people, and it was just really nice. And then we went for a walk down by the river. It was a lovely time doing that. It was just a nice day. Now, before you go and glue everything down, and I do need to make that better. Too much out of alignment. I can deal with a little bit, but I can't deal with a lot. Okay, so now before we do anything else, now what we need to do is take our paper clip and put it down the center. And you can leave it out a little bit to put a bedangle on, or a piece of string or ribbon, which is what I will do. And then you add your glue, and you put a thick layer of glue all around where the paper clip is going to be. Tonight, Paul and I are going out to a church roast beef fundraising dinner. And how is that going to happen when you can't eat in churches, like when we can't gather together? Well, it's going to be drive-through. We drive through the church entranceway, and they're going to give us our dinner, and then we come home and eat here. So we've had a very lucky day. Breakfast out, dinner out. Yeah, the dinner was a gift from a friend. So that was amazing. Now I'm going to bring in the next one, the one that I was working on before, because we don't need to watch glue dry, although that's still not dry. And it must be, so I'm going to put you on hold. And we're back. So who knew that glue would take forever to dry in heat and humidity? So what I've done is I've laid a piece of fabric over where the wet glue was, and I am going to glue the fabric down. It's going to secure the paper clip even further, but just so I can finish it and show you the video. Now I don't want anything going down here, so I'm going to add a bunch here. And that, all right, so then that goes, so again, this is the other one that I was working on. So there they are. So now what you do is you glue these two together. So you decide which, it's going to go this way. I'll hold that down. I'll glue the bottom while I have it here. Hold that down. So our high schools are out in Ontario. They won't go back until next September. They're out for the summer. And they're having drive-through graduations. We only one car. I don't know how that works. Only one car is allowed in. So that will be our granddaughter and her sister and her mom and dad. And then we will go for an outdoor barbecue afterwards, which will be nice. And I glue these down because you don't want them flapping around in the wind. And again, more than to look like the sort of the corners on a collar, they strengthen where the pen goes. So that's one side done. And the pen will go all the way to the end. Yep, it will. This is a thick marker. And now we'll do the other side. Okay. So the trick here is not to glue this opening shut. So just to make sure that your glue isn't going all the way down there. So what Paul is taking a nap right now. He is, the heat, as I said, really causes the pressure in his brain to increase, and then that of course means that he is uncomfortable and his body forgets how to keep him balanced, so laying down for a nap is the best way for him to relax. Glue those down. Still haven't found an Etsy store that sells really nice ones of those, so if you know of one, let me know. So here we've got that side and that side done, and our paper clip is securely in there. And so this would go over a page like, oops, let's get one that's not got a pocket on this. It goes over the page like this. And so your pen or your pencil is sitting like that. If you wanted it to sit down farther, you'd make it longer. But that's how it goes. So now let's decorate it. Oh, sorry for moving you around. So going into my paper stash. I wonder if we could use napkins on these. I wonder if that would work. No, I don't think a napkin would work. what did I do with Tukes papers? I have no idea what I did with Tukes papers, which is interesting. I'll find them as soon as I stop being here. They'll be right in front of me, and I will see them, and I will know that they're there. But right now, I'm not finding them. So, again, not wanting to redo this video yet again, I'm going to how not to craft. If you used double-sided paper, this would be much easier. Like this one here will go, when it goes together, it's still quite gluey, but you won't have to add more paper to it. But we're going to make this work. Getting it right up into that edge there. Now we'll trim it off. Being careful not to cut the paper. Okay. And now I need to use some smaller scissors. Chop it off at the top. And cut down into the V. And of course, easier said than done. And then on this side, will we do the same paper? Yep, we will. I think my original plan was to just leave it tan, but then of course I decided not to. So, can I do this side better by just cutting into it here? Learning as we go, guys. Learning as I go. I think this might work. Yep, that will work, maybe. And maybe I'm just making a big mess, but I need to be quiet because Paul's sleeping. And I wanted to make another video. This is real life crafting here, guys. Like, heat. I need to bring a cup of tea or glass of water or something with me when I craft. Well, that works really well, quite frankly. Decorate it up and nobody will know that I didn't have a clue what I was doing. So the Studio 28E Facebook group is where this swap is, and we've done 2 of them, and I'm really hoping that we do a 3rd because I'd like to make a journal for myself. So I've gotten 2 signatures, and people are being really respectful of leaving lots of room for you to incorporate your own style with their style. So that is neat. Alright, so there's one side and the other side. And now, let's throw that on the floor and not bump the camera as I look for some flowers and things to decorate it with. And I get some ribbon. Alright, so these are Tim Holtz, and these are fussy cuts that I've done. So Tim Holtz has some lovely paper that's, well, it's kind of pretty. I put that up there, and then put a bird there, and let's see about a tag. Measure twice, cut once. I like that. I wonder whose that is. So right away, I don't know whose this is, and these are Tim Holtz. So I'm going to, can I get that butterfly in there so that's what I'm going to do with that one. So I'm going to get my distressing. Distress the edges. Wonder whose that is. Sorry, I don't know. I usually get labels from Tracy Fox. I get labels from Took, and then a number of freebies from Facebook groups. So, alright, so this has to go on first. I think what I should do is make a chart and put it on the wall here of all the people that I have kits from. Maybe that would help me remember who I've got a kit from and I'm using their papers. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that because I do like to give credit for people who create crafters. Put that in there like that. And I will cut this one off. Oops, put it on the right way, Marjorie. Hold that butterfly down. I think I'll leave that one alone. And then the other side, do I want to do a bird on the other side? No, I think it'll be a butterfly again. So I think I'm going to stay with the Tim Holtz, and because they're good and strong. See if we can find some small butterflies. So I taped off the area that my camera is picking up so that I can at least keep you in the frame and not lose you, which happened last time. I'm learning, I'm learning. That's pretty. And let's see about a tag, a label. There, be humble. Again, I'm not sure who that is from, but I will link it. There. I am definitely going to put the list up there permanently on my board so that I can see it. And then be able to tell you who it is. If I can remember who it is, then if I post post this craft with me, I will put the name below. Or I'll add it to the video in the right spot. Now I wonder what lace would look like down the side of it, or if it would be too much. I wonder if lace would be too much. I'm looking for a small lace over here. Now it's going to go on the page, so might it be too much? I would have had to have put it on first, so maybe I'll make another one again at another time and put the lace on it to see if it'll work. So just for today, so that you can see what it's going to look like, here is the paper clip. Let me get that back on my glue before I completely and utterly lose it again. This will be the first one I didn't lose it on. And we will just take a piece of fabric here that's sitting on my craft desk and tie it to the top. then let's see about getting a pen. Not a pen. We will get a pencil and put a pencil on this side. And you can stick a pen on this side, I guess. A pencil. Let's try a pencil. And there you go. See, the shorter pencil works better. You could take a pair of scissors. Shove a pair of scissors in there. So there we go. Today's craft with me. A pencil, a holder that goes on your, goes with your, on your journal. Thank you very much, and sorry this was such a rambling hot mess.